Hello, good day, good morning. It's morning here. Chickens in the yard as is normal around here, I guess. So today we're going to be doing a yoga strength workout with a focus on our lower body. So just to kind of give you an idea of what my weekly schedule looks like, I do cardio all 7 days of the week, but I run 3 days a week. So 2 days a week, crazy hair. 2 days a week, I do just like a long, slow training run. So between 5 and 7 miles, 2 days a week. I usually do those Monday and Saturday. The middle of the week, I do a sprint or a interval run to work on my speed. The other days, I just go for a walk. And I do that, I do something every day for 60 minutes, sometimes a little longer. More for my mental health, I want to say, than my physical health. But I think it's important to get in some kind of outside movement to just be calm and peaceful and engage your body every day. So I do yoga every day. Not an hour, so sometimes it's 15 minutes, sometimes it's 5 minutes in between meetings, but I do some kind of yoga every day. 3 days a week, I do a strength workout, which I have now incorporated into my yoga practice because I think that the stretching in between lifting is good for us. I think it helps me as I've gotten older to really kind of build it all into one, but stretch in between things so that I don't end up achy or hurt myself doing these workouts. So today we're going to be doing, like I said, a lower body focus. I do an upper body focus one day, lower another day, and then on the third day I do a full body. So I intersperse sun salutations, other poses, other stretches in between. So this one should take us about, I would say, 30 minutes-ish to do. And then you are welcome to hop on and find one of my guided meditations, maybe a Shavasana video, spend some time at the end, doing something calm and quiet. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I have got 8, 10, and 15-pound dumbbells by my sides. You may do this with no dumbbells. You may do this with much smaller dumbbells. You want to do it with whatever works for you or whatever stage you are at in your fitness journey right now. There's no rules. Same with the cardio, no rules. If walking for 5 or 10 minutes a day is where you are at, wonderful. That is fantastic. Get out and get something done. All right. Okay. So we're going to start with our lower body focused yoga today. Again, reminder, you can start with some seated stuff. You can do this however you want. We're just going to do kind of the strength module part of this today. All right. So on an inhale, let's let our arms rise. On an exhale, swan dive forward. I also already did my run for today, my cardio. So I'm already warmed up from that. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's step back, downward dog. So if downward dogs are not in your practice, no worries. You can do this with a chair. You can skip the sun salutations. If you'd like, you can inhale forward here, release your chin and chest, and press up through cobra. Let's turn our toes, press back, downward dog. If you didn't do your cardio first, you want to make sure that you warm up a little bit before you jump into this with some other poses. Soften your knees, step forward. On our next inhale, let's reverse our swan dive. Reach those fingers to the sky. Exhale the hands to your heart. We're going to bring our feet about hips width apart. Take a deep breath. Exhale, swan dive forward again. Bringing in just one weight. So we're going to be doing a goblet squat. I'm going to go with my heaviest weight here. You are welcome to choose whatever your heaviest weight feels like. So I'm going to tip that up onto its end. I'm going to bring that weight up under my chin. You can see I'm kind of dropping in like I'm coming into a chair. So I'm going to come down and rise. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice I'm doing this slow. 5, 6, 7, 8. You may not go as deep as I do. You might be here. 9. You might go deeper. 10, 11, and 12. Hold at the bottom. Come all the way back up to the top. Carefully put that weight down. Inhale those arms to the sky. Goalpost the arms, settle back. Inhale tall. And let's exhale forward. Inhaling half lift. Exhale forward fold. Again, you can hang right here until we come to our next movement, or you can step back, downward dog. Inhale to plank. You can stay in downward dog as well. Hug those elbows in. Release your chin and chest slowly. Pressing up and finding your cobra. Let's turn our toes. Press back to downward dog. Let's take a couple nice deep breaths here. Soften the knees. Step forward. Back to that forward fold. It might take you more than one step. All right, let's reverse our swan dive. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the heart. So pendulum lunges are next. I'm going to go with my 10-pound weights for this one, and I'm going to take a weight in both hands. So notice I soften my knees, engage your core, pick up the weights. So I'm going to kind of settle in the middle of my mat, because with the pendulum lunges, we're going to come forward and go back with the same leg. We're going to do 6 on each side. All right, so we come forward. Oh, I'm not quite in the right spot on my mat. Come forward, and you go back. That was 1. Balance is a component of this. 3. 4. Oof. 5. 6. To center. Now 6 on the other side. 1. By this side, you're gonna be tired too. So 1. You might find your balance is a little more wonky on the second side. 2, 3. 4. 5. 6. Couple of things to keep in mind. I'm gonna soften my knees, let my weights come down. When you're doing those lunges, is you want to make sure that your knee doesn't go out over your ankle as you're doing those lunges. Also, you can go shorter. So you may go have a shorter range of motion, less bend in that forward leg, or you can go longer if you have a long enough mat. I ran out of mat. All right, so that was our pendulum lunges. Next in our first set are going to be deadlifts. Or I'm going to do a sun salutation between. You are welcome. Just kind of shake out your legs, your body, and prep. So inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Hands to the mat. Step back. Counter dog. Hang out. Breathe. Inhale to plank. Release your chin and chest. Knees can always come down in that plank as well. Press up to cobra. Press back. Soften the knees. Step forward. Half lift. Exhale forward. I'm going to bring in my tens. All right. So I'm going to soften my knees. Pick up the weights carefully and gently. Bring your feet to about hips width apart. Now, I'm going to turn sideways just so that you can see kind of how I do these deadlifts, because we want to make sure that we're keeping our core engaged. This protects the low back as you come into these deadlifts. We're also going to be giving a little bend to those knees. So as we exhale, we release down, but we want to keep our back nice and straight. And then rise. Tighten up those glutes at the top. 1. Release. 2. 3. 4. 5. No, you don't have to go all the way to the ground. Just go as far as you can with that back straight. Is that 5? I think it's 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Keep that belly tucked in. Last one. 12. All right, so just soften my knees. Bring those weights back down. I'm just going to do a little forward fold here, just to stretch out that low back. And then reverse that swan dive, rise up. Exhale, settle back. Do a little bit of cactus or goalpost arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the heart. And float all the way through to that forward fold. Inhale, half lift. All right, let's up our game just a little bit here. Let's step or jump back to a plank. Hug those elbows, release your chin, chest, press through cobra. So note, this doesn't have to be fast. You don't have to be using heavy weights. You can be using no weights at all. Turn those toes, press back. Soften your knees, step forward, and reverse your swan dive. So this next one, I'm not going to use any weights. Exhale your hands to your sides. You could, but I am going to do my air squats without weights today. So start sideways again so you can see what these look like. My feet are about hips width apart. I'm going to start with a shallow air squat. We're going to work our way up to a deeper air squat. So you find where your body is happy. All right, so I'm going to bring my hands in front of me. I got my feet, I guess, a little bit wider than hips width. You just drop in and rise. 1. Tighten your glutes again at the top. You might as well work our butts while we're doing this, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold this 12th one at the bottom. Now widen out your feet a little bit more. You can come down into yogi squat here if you'd like, and kind of shift side to side. And then send your hands to the ground, your thumbs to the sky, walk your feet back together. And let's just step or jump back to our plank, right? Hug those elbows in, release your chin and chest. Press your cobra. Turn those toes, perspective on the dog. Soften your knees, step forward. And reverse your swan dive. Exhale your hands to your sides. So I am again going to do this one without weights today. So we're going to be doing reverse lunges. So when we do our reverse lunges, we're going to do 6 on one side and 6 on the other side. So you can do this with weights if you want, but weights are definitely not required. Body weight is amazing. So I'm going to soften my right knee. It's another one where balance it can be your friend or foe. So pick that foot up, send it back, lunge, back. Note I took my knee all the way to the ground. You can step back shorter and just bend that back knee just a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, switch sides. Go soften your left knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one. 6. So let's inhale our arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Soften those knees. Inhale, half lift. Hands to the ground. Step or jump back to your plank. Hug those elbows. Release your chin and chest. Press your cobra. Turn your toes. Press back. Soften the knees. Step forward. All right. So, reversing our swan dive. Hands to the heart. So this next one, again, involves some balance. It's going to be a single leg deadlift. I am going to do this one as well without weight. So this whole second set, I'm doing without any weight in my hand. We'll add back the weights for the third one. So single leg deadlift, I'm going to go sideways here for just a second. You're going to step, I step 1 foot back. So I'm going to start by stepping my left foot back. And you want to hinge forward from your hips. So as you exhale, your back leg comes up. And then you inhale, come back to center. So that's 1. All right. So we do 6 on each side. Exhale, release. Slow and steady. Remember I said balance is an issue. Is 2. 3. 4. 5. Slow and steady. 1 more. Your hands can come toward the ground if you'd like. 6. So if you're holding weights, your weights would be 1 in each hand, and you'd release them down as you come down. So I'll act as if I were holding weights on the second side. So I sent the opposite leg back, my right back, and we find my balance, release. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, back to center. All right, so this time in between sets 2 and 3, we're going to do a sun salutation beat. So we're going to do a little bit of warrior in here, which our goal, remember, is our legs. We want to wear out our legs by the time we're done here. So let's inhale up, exhale forward, inhale half lift, exhale chair, inhale rise, exhale forward, half lift, step or jump back to your plank. Hug those elbows in, release your chin and chest, press through cobra. Turn the toes back to downward dog. Inhale that right foot to the sky, rotate through that right ankle, let that hip open, a little stretch here. Then inhale, bring that right foot through the hands, tip that left foot to the side, warrior 2. So in that warrior 2, softening into that forward knee, exhale, reverse, drop the left hand back, right hand to the sky, and then turn the palms of looking down toward the ground behind you. Inhale back through center. Exhale. Extended side angle. This is going to feel so good. Now drop your left hand down to the ground. Pivot back to the toes of the left hand and reach your right hand to the sky. Now exhale that right hand down. Step back, plank, chin chest, cobra. Now let's do the other side. Turn the toes, press back. Inhale now your left foot to the sky, rotate that ankle, open up the hip. Inhale that left foot forward, pivot to the right. Feel the left, it's lined up with arch to the right. Slowly find your warrior 2. Exhale, release back. Turning that left top hand so the palm looks for the ground. Inhale back through center. Exhale, extended side angle. Release that right hand down, pivot to the toes of the right foot, and reach that left hand. Let's drop that left hand, step back, plank. Hug those elbows, slowly release your chin and chest. Press your cobra. So note, even though I say this is a lower body focus, we've got some upper body work going on as well. Turn the toes back to downward dog. Soften your knees, step forward. And reverse your slump back. Goal post arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, so next is the goddess squat. The goddess squat, we're going to do with one weight. And I'm just going to stay forward and just let my feet come off the sides of my mat. And turn your toes out a bit. I'm going to get my weight here safely before I get into this place. But essentially, I want to show you what it's going to look like because you can definitely do this without a weight. So coming into this wide-legged kind of position with your toes pointed out a bit. Your hands can be at your hips if you're going to do it without weights. And you want to drop down into the squat. Now, I need to have my feet out a little farther because I can drop a little deeper and I don't want my knees going out over my ankles. So I'm just going to widen my stance and then come down. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my weight. So I soften my knees, engage my core, pick up the weight. So what I'm going to be doing today with the weight, so I'm going to be holding it down. You can also hold it up by your chin if you'd like. I like mine down because I like to see if I can reach the ground. So wide-legged stance, toes turned out, knees turned out. So almost feeling as if you're pressing those knees out with your hands, and then squat. 1. Rise slow. 2. Keeping your spine nice and long. 3. Engage your glutes again. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. So I'm going to bring my feet back together, bend my knees, bring that weight back down. And then I'm going to come down just into a little bit of a squat. I am on my toes this time. Balance. So let my one arm wrap around my knees. And then come back. Go forward, fold. Reverse your swan back. Hands to the heart. Let's just shake out those hips, shake out the legs. You can lift your shoulders back. And let's find our way back now to the front of our mat. Pendulum lunge again. So if you notice, we're doing 3 sets of lunges, 3 sets of squats, and 3 sets of deadlifts for our practice today or for our workout. So let's inhale our arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, step or jump back to your plank. Hug those elbows in. Let's release our chin and chest. Press through your cobra. Or upward facing dog if you'd like. Turn your toes, press back to down dog. Soften your knees, step forward. And remember, we got to go into the middle of our mat. So I'm going to soften my knees and pick up my, do my 10s for this one. So I'm softening my knees, engaging my core, coming up. Back to the center of my mat. Push my sweaty glasses back onto my face. And 60 each side. So right leg forward, right leg back. This is 1. 2. 3. Balance man. Hard. 4. Use no weight. 5. And last one in the sky. Don't have to go as deep. You go deeper. 6. Oh, 6 on the other side. Left leg forward. Do the whole thing. Keeping my belly button tucked in my spine protected with that nice core strength. 3. 4. 5. Last one. 6. Up the knees. The weights come down. Inhale, lift. Little bit of a back bend. Arms to the sky, hands to the heart. Now, this is a strength workout, but it's raising my heart rate. So you're not kind of giving it double whammy, right? Again, I do cardio every day. Like I said, more for my mental health. The walking days is you do get some cardio lifting weights. So last piece of step 3 is back to our Romanian deadlifts again. So if you have a little bit of a bent leg, I'm going to do a sun salutation in between just because I can. Inhale up, exhale forward, half lift, step or jump back to your plank, hug those elbows, chin, chest, inhale, cobra, turn your toes, downward dog, soften the knees, step forward. Okay, so I'm going to use my 10s here again. So I'm going to bring, softening my knees, hugging in my belly button, tuck that low back, pick up the weights. All right, so again, on these deadlifts, stand up nice and tall to start. You can give a little bend to those knees. On an exhale, start to release forward, keeping your back nice and straight and long. 1, hit those glutes on the way up. 2, 3, your belly is still hugged in. 4, 5, 6, 7. Sometimes you have to readjust a little bit, keep those shoulders back. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, soften your knees. Gently sit those weights back down. I'm going to hang here just for a moment. Letting a hand come to each elbow. Just let yourself kind of float back and forth. And then you're going to come back down into that squat on our toes. We're coming to our seat. So I'm just going to walk my hands behind me and come down to my seat. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is called a weighted hip bridge. Essentially, it's a bridge pose. We're going to do 12 of them, and we're going to do them without letting our butt hit the floor between each repetition. So weighted. Again, you can do these unweighted. I'm going to turn to my side so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take a 10-pound weight and sit that 10-pound weight on my belly. So this is what this is going to look like. You're coming to your side. I'm going to take my 10-pound weight, bring it to my belly. Find a comfortable spot. So the weight is kind of sitting on my pelvic bones. I'm going to hold on to each end of it. But on an inhale, you lift. We're going to do this 12 times without touching the ground. So that's 1. Slow up. Right, close to the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Start to feel those glutes. 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I am just going to slide that weight off of me. And I'm coming back around this way. I'm going to hug my knees into my chest. I'm going to let myself rock from side to side. You make some circles with those knees, stretch out that low back. You can hug your knees in and bring your chin and chest toward them. And then drop the feet to the mat. So next on our list is bicycle crunches. So bicycle crunches can look a few ways. I'm going to start with a modified bike crunch. I'll do that to the side. So for the modified bicycle crunch, Bring your knee towards your elbow, and then bring it down. Back. You don't have to make this something that you can't do. You can find a way for anyone to do it. I actually do those with my assisted living class in a chair. So we do them in a chair, and we just bring our elbow toward our opposite knee, and they can do them. I had a woman who's 98 years old in my class, so if she can do it, you can do it. Okay, so let's do the full-on bicycle crunches. We're going to do 15 each side, but we are not going to do them crazy fast. We want to feel the muscles engage. Speed is not really doing you any good when you come to some of these resistance workouts. It's better to do things a little slower. All right, so let's come or back. Bring your hands behind your head, but don't use your arms to pull yourself up. Just kind of want to let your head rest in your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, we got this. 13, 14, 15. All right. Knees and chest. Just like a stop rock. Hug the knees in. Let's roll ourselves up seated. So we're going to come around to all fours. As we come around to all fours, let's just take a moment, let your knees widen, and just kind of drop back into whatever a child's pose looks like for you. Just kind of catch our breath, take a break, and then come to center. So we're going to do a little bit more glute work. From our tabletop, we're going to be lifting one leg up behind us. I call these donkey kicks. There's other ways, other things that look like donkey kicks. But for me, that's what I call it. So put my hands under my shoulders. I'm going to lift my right leg. So I lift it, engage my glute, and then kick back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, hold at the top. Really feel that right glute. And release. Let's do 12 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold. And all right, tabletop crunches. You'll end this tabletop crunch on each side with a big stretch. All right, so sending your left toes back, your right hand forward. Inhale and lift. We're going to crunch, exhaling, pulling our elbow to knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it out. And you can reach back, find that ankle, and let for a nice stretch. Or not, whatever fits. Let's release. Let's do that on the other side. Okay. So right foot back, left hand forward. Inhale, lift. Elbow to knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Engaging that core. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it out. You can reach back. Find that nice stretch for yourself again if you'd like. Pressing that right foot into the left hand. Let's release, drop back into extended child's pose. Because donkey kicks, second set. You've been working your glutes a lot. You will feel this later. You'll know that we worked your buns. All right, let's inhale back up. I'm going to come all the way forward and just do a really quick cobra. Just going to look over your shoulder and rock your hips from side to side. And then back to tabletop. 12 more donkey kicks on each side. Then we are done. No, we're not. We got one more set of the weighted bridges. So right leg back. Lift that right heel to the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, extended child's pose. Stretch out those glutes in this work. Walk both hands over to the left. Back to center, walk both hands to the right. And back to center. All right, we're gonna come back onto our back again. It's like Cecily might be doing this here for a little bit. Or not. We'll see. I'm gonna use a heavier weight this time. So I'm gonna bring my 15 in. Holding in the belly, bringing that weight to my waist, leaning back. Again, the weight is kind of on my pelvic bones. I'm gonna readjust myself. You can do this with no weight. You can do this with a couple of pounds. So whatever feels like it makes sense to you. So yeah, Cecily's gonna join us here for just a little bit as we get to the end. So inhale, lift. 1, not all the way to the ground. 2, 3, tighten those glutes at the top. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold this last one at the top, tighten up those glutes, lift a little higher. And release. So I'm again just going to slide that weight up. Hug my knees in. Come side to side of it. And then I'm going to roll back up to seated. So I now have a cat on my mat. Shift her over just a little bit. All right. So let's stretch our legs out in front of us. Sit up nice and tall. And just finish with some nice forward folding and a little twisting. Let's inhale our arms up. Release towards our toes. Now, you may end up by your knees, shins, ankles. If you can get those toes, feel free to get those toes. Lift up through the crown of your head and exhale and find wherever your forward fold happens to be today. After a whole bunch of glute work, this should feel amazing. Let's inhale back to seated. Bend our right knee. Bring the right foot across. And if you'd like, you can tuck that left leg under. You don't have to. You can just keep that left leg straight. So bringing that right leg over. Right hand comes behind. So it can be a little befuddling for a few times to do it. So right hand comes behind, lift the left arm to the sky, and bring that left elbow to the outside of the left knee. Yours might not be there. You might be here. Your right hand might be out a little further. So remember, it's your practice, not mine. This is mine right now. These are the places where my body goes. Yours may go further, not as far. So just be respectful of wherever your body is willing to go for you today. Progress over perfection. I actually wear a bracelet. All right, let's go back to center. Switch our legs out in front of us. All right, bend your left knee. Bring the left foot over. I can't tell you how many times I've done both sides, or the same side twice. That right leg can bend. So again, now the left hand will come behind. Some of you may be able to bind this wrist. Yeah, but you'll let that left hand come behind, right arm reaches, and then gently bring that right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Take it back over your left shoulder. And back to center. Stretch those legs up in front of you again. Shake them out a little bit. You can even massage out your quads a little bit because we work them a lot. And we're going to do one final little stretch before I send you on your meditation or shavasana way. So let's bring the soles of our feet together, hug those soles in, a little bit of butterfly. You can reach down, reach around those toes. Let the knees open out. You can release forward a little bit. That feels good. Back to seated. All right, so a couple of things before we close today. I will be teaching this class at Infinity Yoga Studio in Winona, Minnesota, starting in August at 4:30 p.m. Central Time. If you're interested in more information on that, hit me up, send me an email. I'll put email links below the video, so you are welcome to do that. I will also be offering this class via Zoom at those same times. So if you are not in the area and you would like to join that class, again, reach out and I will get you added to the list and you will get a Zoom link prior to class time each week. There is a charge for that through Infinity Yoga Studio, and I can get you more information on all of that. All right, so let our hands come to our hearts. I'm going to send you off with just a little bit of good energy today. May you be healthy, happy. Spend the rest of your day in peace. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. So if you would like, hit me up, hit the subscribe button. You'll get new videos all the time. Get longer versions of the strength videos and my breathe, move, meditate class that is coming up as well this fall. But otherwise, thank you, and I will see you all again.